Unusual inventions that changed the world and you didn't know. Have you ever wondered how many of the innovations that changed the world actually came from ideas that, at first, seemed absurd? What if I told you that inventions we consider essential today only exist because someone dared to think outside the box? In this video, we'll dive into some of the most surprising inventions in history, showing how creativity and unconventional thinking helped revolutionize our daily lives. From unexpected solutions to unlikely discoveries, these inventions prove that there's no such thing as a too strange idea when it comes to innovation. So, if you're curious to see how surprising ideas can have a huge impact, stick around and get ready to be amazed. Why unusual ideas matter. Innovation fuels progress, but it doesn't always come from conventional ideas. In fact, many groundbreaking inventions started with ideas that went against common sense. Creativity doesn't just inspire new solutions, it also teaches us to view problems from different perspectives. Did you know, for example, that French fries were invented by accident? In 1853, Chef George Crumb created the first French fries while trying to annoy a customer who kept complaining about his thick-cut potatoes. What began as a petty prank ended up becoming a culinary classic. Stories like this prove that risk-taking and embracing the unexpected can lead to remarkable results. Instead of fearing the unusual, these inventors saw in their unique ideas an opportunity to create something impactful. So let's dive into a few inventions that, no matter how unlikely they seem, truly changed the world. First unusual invention, the pacemaker. Our first invention is a life-saving device that impacts millions each year, the pacemaker. In 1956, engineer Wilson Greatbatch was working on a device to record heartbeats, but he accidentally used a resistor with the wrong value. Surprisingly, this mistake caused the device to emit rhythmic electrical pulses, something very close to what the human heart does naturally. Seeing the potential in his error, Greatbatch went on to develop the device as a heart stimulator, creating the first functional pacemaker. At first, people doubted that a device implanted inside the body could help those with heart problems. But Greatbatch persisted, and soon the pacemaker became a critical medical advancement. Thanks to this invention, countless people around the world gained a new lease on life, proving that even a mistake can spark something revolutionary. And to think it all started with a misplaced resistor. Sometimes, the path to major innovations is paved by those willing to look beyond the obvious. Now, let's explore another invention that, like the pacemaker, demonstrates the power of improbable ideas to transform lives. Second unusual invention, Velcro. Another surprising and widely used creation is Velcro, invented by Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral in 1941. De Mestral got the idea after noticing how burrs from the burdock plant kept sticking to his clothes and his dog's fur. Intrigued, he examined the burrs under a microscope and discovered that they had tiny hooks that clung to fabric fibers. Inspired by this natural phenomenon, de Mestral began experimenting with fabrics and materials until he developed the hook and loop system we now know as Velcro. At first, people were skeptical, doubting that the system would be useful or practical. But time proved them wrong, and Velcro became essential across many industries, from clothing and shoes to applications in space exploration. This invention reminds us that inspiration can come from the simplest things, even from everyday nature that we might ignore. By turning a small observation into a practical innovation, de Mestral shows us the value of exploring the world with curious eyes. Let's move on to the next invention and see how it, too, changed the world in an unexpected way. Third unusual invention, the 3D printer. The 3D printer is another example of an invention that once seemed unlikely, but has now revolutionized various fields. Created by Chuck Hull in 1983, the technology was initially developed to quickly create plastic prototypes, bypassing the lengthy processes of traditional manufacturing. Hull's initial idea was to build models layer by layer, allowing complex shapes to be created quickly and precisely. But his vision went further, and he realized his invention could have much broader applications. At first, many underestimated the 3D printer's potential, viewing it as useful only for industrial prototypes. Over time, however, the technology improved and expanded into fields like medicine, where it's now used to create customized prosthetics and even artificial human tissues. Beyond that, 3D printing has opened doors for independent manufacturing, allowing people to create their own products at home. This advancement showed that creativity applied to technology can break barriers and democratize manufacturing. The 3D printer reminds us that even ideas with limited initial use can change the world when applied with vision. Let's look at the last invention on this list and understand how it too defied expectations. Fourth unusual invention, the microwave. Our final invention is the microwave, a staple in nearly every modern kitchen. Surprisingly, the microwave was discovered by accident in 1945, when engineer Percy Spencer, while working with radar equipment, noticed that a chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. Curious, he realized that the high-frequency radio waves used in radar had heated the chocolate. This led Spencer to test the effect of the waves on other foods, and soon he developed the first microwave oven. Initially, the microwave was seen as a luxury and even considered unsafe by some. However, over time, its practicality became undeniable, transforming the way we prepare food. Today, it's an essential tool for many, saving time and simplifying meal prep. The microwave is a classic example of how science can lead to unexpected discoveries, and it illustrates the power of scientific observation and curiosity. By following the path of discovery, even when accidental, major innovations can emerge. Speaking of creativity and innovation, let's reflect on the impact of these inventions in our lives. Quick reflection: the power of creativity and innovation. These inventions show just how powerful creativity can be when combined with persistence and observation. From the pacemaker to the microwave, each of these inventors saw an opportunity where most would have seen only a mistake or insignificant curiosity. They proved that unusual ideas can have a huge impact and that by embracing the new and the unexpected, we can create solutions that benefit society as a whole. Throughout this video, we've seen how a simple observation, a mistake, or an unconventional idea was enough to create inventions that shaped the modern world. These examples inspire us to value our own creativity and to explore our ideas, no matter how strange they may seem. After all, where would we be without the curious minds who dared to take a chance? Now, let's head to the final wrap-up, where you'll have the chance to participate too. Conclusion: these stories prove that unusual ideas really can change the world. Each of these inventions has one thing in common: they all started as different and bold ideas, but eventually turned into something impactful. And who knows, maybe you have an idea that seems strange today, but could one day become an essential innovation. Did you enjoy learning about these curious inventions? If so, be sure to comment on which one was your favorite or share an idea you think could revolutionize the world. Subscribe to the channel for more content about creativity, inventions, and world curiosities. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.